Hello and greetings today. Hope everyone is having a nice and blessed holiday. So this video is going to have three different scenarios in it. So my baby daddy came, he's in town. Um, he came on Thanksgiving Day, and he was supposed to come to my house to visit with me and his daughter. Instead, he went to his mama house to celebrate Thanksgiving Day. And then the very next day, which was yesterday, after Thanksgiving, he calls me and tells me that he's about to come pick up our daughter to come visit with him and spend the night with him. And then he'll bring her back the next day. Now, I personally had a problem with this because I told him I don't know about her spending the night. She can spend the day with you, but I want her to come back. And so I don't know. It's something in my baby daddy that has changed. He's not as aggressive and as mean as he was, but he's still a little bit kind of mean spirited. So he got mad at what I said. He goes back and tell his 22-year-old son that I said that I don't want our daughter spending the night with him, which I meant what I said. And sometimes what I say goes. So his son takes it upon himself to call my phone. I let my daughter answer it. This nigga gonna say, "What your mama on? Why he don't want you to come over here and spend the night with dad and get to know us and all your people? What's up? Why she acting like that?" And then he tells my daughter to tell me if could he speak with me. But the bottom line is like now I have a problem with him because I feel like he came at me in a disrespectful way. I'm not his mother. I'm the mother of his sister, which is my daughter. But it's just that like all these old young ass 20-something-year-old young people, they just think they know everything and they want to talk to the older people crazy and stuff and just want to be saying stuff. So, anyway, I went with my daughter to go visit her father at her grandma's house yesterday. And that was a long visit, even though we ate sweet potato pie and dressing and dirty rice and all that. There was a long ass visit. I mean, the visit wasn't too bad. My baby daddy surprised me because he gave me a nice piece of change. And it's like, this nigga ain't gave me no money in so long because at first he gonna try to play with me and say, well, I pay child support. But then he pulls out $10,000 and asks me if I needed something. So I hold my hand out like this. But I'm like, if you offering to give me some money, whether you pay child support or not, hell yeah, I'm going to accept it. And did. But yeah, about his son. And I'm just gonna, his son is not anything to me. I'm just going to call him my daughter's brother because he is my daughter's brother because my baby daddy had him by another woman. But yeah, I already, a long time ago, my baby daddy here came to my house with him, uh, my daughter's sister, who's like around 18 and in college now. And then he wanted to spend Father's Day at my house with his son and his other daughter and my daughter. So the I'm gonna say the weekend of Father's Day turned into a long week. At the time, my baby daddy had an arm brace on because at his job, and I did make a story time about this, at his job, which was at the Bush Airport at the time, um, my baby daddy got mad at his boss and he took his fist and punched his fist into the wall because he was mad about something stupid. But anyway, he had an arm brace on at the time, so he had a doctor's appointment. So he asked me if our daughter could go with him, his son, and his other daughter while they go with him to his doctor's appointment. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I didn't want my daughter going with him just because what I say goes. But then I'm like, if you can find her shoes, because I can't find her sandals. But if you can find her sandals, then she can go. But if you can't find it, she ain't going. So his son at the time, with his managed ass at the time, who was only 11 years old, he went in my damn room. In my room where me and my daughter sleep at, and looked under the bed and found the damn sandals and brought it to my baby daddy. And my baby daddy was like, well, I found the sandals. I'm like, you didn't find the sandals. Your son found the sandals. And I wanted to say something at the time to his son, but I'm like, okay, that's not my kid, so I'm just control my anger because I was mad. And he ended up taking my daughter with him, his son, and his other daughter to his doctor's appointment. He comes back, I'm going to say 2 hours later, go try to hide the fact that my daughter had injured herself and had a Band-Aid on her hand. He go come back with food I gave away to kids. And I'm like, where's my goddamn child? And then he's like, you need to relax. She all right. And then his son walk in holding my daughter at the time. My daughter was like around 3 years old. And his other daughter was, I'm going to say 8. But, yeah, that's the first. The point I'm trying to make is, at that time, that's the first time his son disrespected me because who told you to go in my room and find her sandals? And it's like, I don't know if his son has some kind of vendetta against me because of the fact that his mom and my baby daddy didn't work out, but that does not have anything to do with me either. Me and his dad didn't work out either. And that's because his dad is a playboy, a dog. And he's just like him. It's like he's a 22-year-old version of my baby daddy. He has ways like him. His anger is real bad. He has a real bad anger problem. Need to go to anger management. But I'm like, When I got on the phone with my baby's daddy, 22-year-old son, he was respectful and he was like, I want to know why, why she can't come over here and spend time with us and dad. And I'm like, I'm not saying that she can't come over. I gave him some kind of excuse because I just wanted to make peace, but at the same time I felt disrespected because first of all, I didn't lay down with his 22-year-old son and have my daughter. I laid down with my baby daddy, which is his daddy, and my daughter's dad. But there was just some bullshit yesterday. And I do not have time to go back and forth with no goddamn 20 something year old youngster who think they know everything, who always got something to say. I've been nice enough to let my daughter, because of the fact that he has a car and he's always taking my daughter to the park or to Funplex or to McDonald's, just taking her places and spending time with her. Because that's what an older brother is supposed to do. But it's like nowadays when he come around to take my daughter to those places to spend time with her, I'm kind of gonna look at him a little funny because it's like, why is you be getting mad and dipping your nose into me and your dad's business? Stay out of it. Or I'm going to start telling my daughter that she cannot go anywhere with you. You don't want me to start acting funny with you. And I have the only reason why I told my daughter yesterday to tell her dad on the phone that she couldn't spend the night because, like I said, and this is going to be a petty reason to some of you viewers, and I've made a story time about this twice. A long time ago, when my daughter had turned 4 years old, and it was her birthday, and his other daughter and his stepdaughter, which was his other baby mama kids, had had my sister had came to pick them up. But when we got back to drop off his daughters, he asked me, could my daughter spend the night? And I even acted funny with him then because my daughter was only 4. And I just didn't want him around the other baby mama because I knew the other baby mama didn't really like me. And I know she didn't really like my daughter because she was jealous of the fact that he started a relationship with me when they were separated, and which that had nothing to do with me. Like, she needed to discuss that with him. But that same night after my sister had dropped off, which I was in the car too, dropped off my daughter to spend the night with him. He came back and brought my daughter back the next day, but then my daughter told me that his other baby mama had spanked her, and I'm like, why? And I went off on him. I'm like, why are you letting her spank our daughter, and that's her first time meeting her? And that was my daughter's birthday. So I was real mad. I wanted to fight her and I wanted to slap the shit out of him because it's like, you are the dad and you just sat there and watched her do that. And you go say, well, it wasn't done out of spite. I don't care if it was done out of spite or not. She had no business putting her hands on my child. My child is a lot older now because she was only 4 when that happened. But I'm just trying to make a point because her daughters have been in my home and they were disrespectful to me, and I could have slapped the shit out of them or I could have hit them with a belt. Then it would have been a problem. But I'm just Like, blown away by the disrespect of young people who are in their 20s. It's like, at some point, you need to give the people who came before you, the older people, as in me, their respect. And it's like he know that he's gonna be coming over here to come pick up my daughter and take her to the movies or take her to McDonald's or whatever. You need to learn to have some respect for me if you're gonna be coming around to take my daughter places. I don't care what you feel. It was between me and his dad, which is my daughter's dad. It didn't have anything to do with him, and I really want to call his phone and tell him how I feel. But I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm still mad and hot about the situation, and I just need some time to cool down because, like, I just don't like to be disrespected. I've been cussed out and called names by teenagers, and I'm just talking about when I was staying in the other apartment complex before I moved over here to my luxury apartment that I stay in now. And then the disrespectful ass teenagers was around 15, 16, and 17 is just cursing at me and showing me no respect. When I was in my teens, I never disrespected a grown up at all. Not even my teenagers. Not even my teachers. So I'm just saying, I don't know. And then I need to tell my baby daddy too, straight up. You need to tell your son to stay in his lane. And when me and you are discussing our daughter, you need to stay out of it. Period. But I'm about to end this video. I'm trying to start my day. About to go to the store and make some groceries. And until then, y'all stay blessed.